You know what that means, guys. Spring is coming, finally, to Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada. Our winters are pretty bad here, as some of you guys might know. We're kind of known for that. And there's still quite a bit of snow here. A lot of you guys have been asking about the Sonic Stang. Here it is. I'd work on it, but it'd be kind of cold standing in that pile of snow. If you're new to the channel, the Sonic Stang is a 1992 Ford Mustang. It used to have a 434 cubic inch small block Ford nitrous combination, and it went a best of 935 at 154 miles an hour. But shortly after that, it had some engine problems, and I decided to make a change. For a bunch of reasons that I won't get into now, I decided to go with an LS turbocharged combo. I found this 5.3 liter in our local classifieds for $400. It was advertised as a 2005 engine, but unfortunately it doesn't have the Gen 4 rods. My fault, I should have checked before I bought it. It has an LS9 cam, but otherwise it's fairly stock inside. I just cleaned it up, and I have a S475 Borg Warner single turbo to put on it in this car. The transmission was in the car previously. It's a Power Glide that I had built by a local guy. It's good for like 1,000 horsepower or something. Check out our previous videos if you're interested in more information about the car and to see the progress that we ended up making this past summer. I'm really excited to get back on this build, cruise it on the street, and see what it'll do in the quarter mile. The chassis is set up to go well into the 8s, so I'm curious what these Gen 3 rods will be able to hold, and we plan to push them to the edge. The next thing I have to do is the cold and hot side piping, and you'll see that coming up on SPPTV this spring. Another one of my projects you guys haven't seen in a while is my 1998 GMC Sierra 4x4. I actually did some work on it a couple months ago, but I didn't video it. I took some pictures though, so check this out. I ended up replacing the intake gasket. I was afraid when I saw this new valve cover gasket that it had already been done, but once I opened the engine up, I was pretty sure it had not been messed with before. Here you can see where the failure is. Air was able to escape between that gasket into the crankcase, causing a vacuum leak inside the engine. I cleaned everything up as best I could, put the new intake gaskets in, put it all back together, and tried starting it. Alright, let's see what the fuck happens here. It's got oil pressure. Feels like it's running smoother. One of the many problems with the Sierra when I bought it was a rough high idle. I tried a lot of things to remedy it, but it seems like changing the intake manifold gaskets are the solution. Idling a little high. I did mess with the screw, so I'm gonna mess with the idle adjustment screw. There we go. Look at that mint bodywork.
Can't even tell on yours.
I need to go to RFG so we can do the live stream, and I think we're actually working on the Shithorses 5.3 engine, the all aluminum L33 junkyard engine tonight, so let's go. Since we were looking at my other vehicles and we're here now, let's take a look at this thing. Some of you guys know the story with this too. This is my 1987 GMC S15. Believe it or not, this is my favorite vehicle in my fleet of junk. It may not be the quickest, but it smokes the tires at will, and I'll likely never sell it. Here's a couple clips of the LS15 in action. See what happens when we step on it a little bit besides tire spinning. Burnout? Burnout. This one actually has a 5.3 LS engine in it too. It was the first LS engine me and Rob put in a vehicle. It's a really fun truck to drive around. The miles per gallon are through the roof, and it actually doesn't get too bad gas mileage either. Front is bagged and the rear has a bunch of leaves removed and really needs a step notch, but that's another thing we might get to this spring, summer.
Not that part, it's this part. Right, like take this out of here.
Boom.
So it works good on that one.
I think there's just shit behind the ring line, or the ring groove.
We're gonna be working on this tonight probably. Doing some more cleaning and stuff. Me and Clayton, you guys will have seen another video already. Me and Clayton gapped all the rings, so the pistons are ready to go in. We have new cam bearings that we gotta put in there. Oven clean and car wash.
We haven't used oven cleaner yet.
Yeah, well I guess one oven clean.
That's the final. If I were to do it all over again, I would just take it to a machine shop. All the fucking loonies and scraping and everything, just take it to a hot
Way
tank.
easier to spend $150
Aw,
getting a
that much.
fucking shop to do it. That's when you have lots of money, that's what you do.
I'm just saying.
The aluminum 5.3 LS block we have been working on in recent videos is being built to go inside our budget street race cars at Shithorse. Here's a quick recap of shit history. The first engine was a 6-liter from a truck we pulled ourselves and paid $800 for. We never opened the engine up, and we were surprised how fast it was considering its shittiness.
That time I floored it. That's the first time. That's the first time.
The 6-liter LS engine performed near flawlessly through tons of abuse, but the same cannot be said for its TH350 transmission.
What? No, I don't know what just happened there.
Accidentally. The 6-liter started having issues after we changed the oil for the first time in 2 years. Apparently we should have left it alone because it started knocking the next time we drove it. This led to us pulling the engine multiple times. It's all covered in previous videos. After messing with the 6-liter for a while, we decided to get another engine from the junkyard. In our most popular episode to date, we pulled an aluminum 5.3 L33 out of a wrecked truck for $270 at our local junkyard. We literally pulled it out by hand, with the chain and junk we found laying around the yard, then dragged it out on an old damaged hood. The Shithorse was never meant to be a serious race car, just a fun project between friends. It's always an adventure racing and building it, and we look forward to continuing it this summer. Rob's doing some work on the S10 project right now, trying to jam the ECM up under the dash.
Are you, I'm trying to understand what
We're
you're
stealing
doing here.
clips from each other.
Oh, is that what we're doing?
We're doing.
Because I am doing videoing, I'm just...
Yeah, but you're not videoing this right now.
Oh, no, that's fine. I'm just asking you what you're...
Clip wars within our own channel. Alright, live stream, you're officially in the video that's going to be posted on the channel soon, on the GoPro. We started the live stream, as you can see. I do it on my phone if you guys were curious. It's LG G5. It works really well. And now we're going to have a good time. So we're about an hour and a half into the live stream now. Everyone's just chilling, answering your questions. How many we got? 102. 122 likes.
I can't even understand what that means.
We live stream every Wednesday, so I don't know if you normal video viewers ever check that out, but you definitely should. 8 p.m. Central Time is when we start this usually.
The benefit of joining us live is you always get a sneak peek on what's live and up to date.
Exactly. You get some sneak peeks, which always seems to piss off Rob because he wants them
Mike's
to
a
be in the
little slow on the
videos.
editing. Not gonna lie.
What did we say? What?
I don't know.
Oh, you're just giving shit away.
Yeah, but only to the few that join us, and that's kind of the benefit of it. Like Clayton was saying, you get a little sneak peek at what's going on with the project skis. We ended up not really working on the 5.3 L33 anymore, but we had a good live stream. Talk to you guys and...
Q&A, Mike. God damn.
No, we still have to do the Q&A. We're gonna do that now.
It's fucking getting late.
It's still early. So we've been talking about a bunch of my junk that we're doing in spring, but Clayton's gonna have some junk coming out in spring as well, but it's old junk.
Well, it's not junk. It's good stuff.
Yeah,
It's
well,
old good stuff. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just gonna bring the car out. There's not much to say.
if you guys haven't seen the videos of Clayton's car, I'll insert a pass right here, and you guys can check that out.
Which pass?
The one where you say bitch, bitch, woo.
Oh, well, that was an easy race. No, I took last year off, but there's nothing wrong with the car.
You plan on going like all out at the no prep races this year?
Well, I'm not all out. Just enough.
Clayton's Mustang is powered by a 347 cubic inch small block Ford with a blow-through turbo kit. It's been on the streets for a long time and has always been in the conversation for the fastest street car in Manitoba. Check out this power skid that ended up winning Clayton first place at Power Cruise 2011.
That might be the long one.
Clayton has won a lot of races with the car. His personal best is an 852 at over 160 miles per hour. This is the final round from our no prep event. Check it out. Even though Clayton wins a lot, he's still a very humble guy.
Here with the winner of the street car class. Started out, we were pretty even, and boost came on pretty hard. That was it.
We don't have much video of us working on the car, as it has not changed much over the years. But this spring, we plan to make some videos with it for you guys. Back to a street car.
So what's a fucking street car? Oh,
Obviously, this thing will be out in spring. You've seen the progress of the build on our channel throughout recent winter months, but the startup should be pretty soon. Before the LS, Rob's S10 had a 305 TPI V8. Rob built the truck a long time ago and wanted to switch it up, so the Turbo 5.3 build began. The 55 Chevy Dash is one of the many custom modifications on this truck. It has full air ride and subtle body mods that you need to look twice at to notice. Rob's 74 Nova is the nicest, cleanest car you will see on the channel. Last winter he put a twin turbo 5.3 combo in it, so after this race season it might also be the fastest. There's tons of videos on the channel of the build progress of this car, but here's a clip from Power Cruise. Like the Sonic Stang, the Nova was also previously a nitrous car. It ran a best ET of 913 at 148 miles per hour.
Yeah, buddy!
Who knows what the new Turbo LS combination will run, but he'll definitely be having some fun on the streets with it this summer. And of course the build of this thing will be coming up through videos on our channel in the near future. We're gonna do like a step-by-step how to build an LS with this thing, so that should be pretty cool. Also our no prep races, which you guys may or may not have seen advertised on Facebook yet. That's another thing to look forward to in spring and summer. It's gonna be super fun. No prep, fucking instant green racing. It's super exciting. Clayton's gonna be racing it up.
in the small tire class.
In the small tire class. That engine's gonna be racing it up in the shit horse. Last time I checked, we're around 15,800 subscribers. Thanks again, guys. It's super crazy that we've got to this point. I know it's nothing to like get super excited about having 15,800 subscribers, but to me it is. From starting off and how slow it grew, it's crazy. I didn't think it really get to this point, and I'm happy it did, because it just makes the videos all that more better to make when they get enjoyed by more people. So
SPPTV.
thanks guys, and make sure to keep hitting that like button. That's gonna be it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed just a little kind of sneak peek into our weather here, and just kind of a look forward into what's happening in the spring and what's to look forward to on the channel.
Spring.
Spring
things.
spring weather. We already had the World of Wheels. It's in the air.
Jeff Lutz is coming to Power Cruise. He'll be there with us, so you better come.
Yeah, that's another awesome thing that's happening. Power Cruise, Brainerd, Minnesota. So as always, like
Subscribe.
and share.
Share it with your friends.
And your enemies. And post that shit everywhere.
Check you later.
Oh.